Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Wicked Game. My name is Lydia, and I'm going to be the DM this evening.
Oh,
Do you have a game? Quickly planned.
yeah, why not? Why not?
Playing this evening is Nikki as the tiefling cleric named Sunny. We have
I'ma steal your
Michelle. Well, you had that opportunity already. Michelle as the human wizard Agatha. And we have a Tom back!
He's back!
Good to be back, baby.
Tom plays the Fey Paladin Hariath, who this time might have a little soupçon of... I've immediately forgotten the character's name, but Bruce Willis about it.
John Die Hard, yeah.
John Die Hard, yeah.
There's a whole
McLean!
song-
Woo! I remember.
There's a whole song in that musical about him not wanting to take his boots off. And Michelle said to me the other day, it's like Johnny Beanberg.
Just thought of Johnny Beanberg the whole time.
These boots stay on.
Okay, so if you are new here, welcome. It's a great time to jump in because we're starting the new term. I know we've said that a couple of times and then it's not happened, but we're definitely starting the new term. And we're going to do a lightning round of announcements, quick recap, and then we're just going to be jumping straight in. If you are not new, welcome back, old muckers. I'm immediately disappointed in myself.
You know what? I wanted to jump on that energy, and then I thought
really
about it, and I was
appreciate
like, "Oh, I don't like it."
Oh God. Anyway, yeah, we appreciate you. Oh, clearly, if you're watching live on Twitch or later on Twitch or YouTube, thank you for your time and attention, and honestly, patience.
Or if somebody has ripped this and uploaded it to LimeWire and you've just downloaded it, welcome.
I mean, props, mad props.
You know, and I think the biggest of gratitudes go to the mods who put up with our antics more than most, and they just work really hard in Discord and in the chat here. That's Twitch. So that we can really focus in, give our best performances. So thank you so much. If you love D&D, watching D&D, consuming D&D, do also give some other heroes who are on Twitch or YouTube a go, whichever is your preference, obviously. They do all kinds of great content. We highly recommend them. If podcast format is your thing, go and take a look at Dice and a Slice. It's a very good time to catch up on their season 1 and season 2 so far, wherever you get your pods. Big shout. Big love to those guys.
Big shout.
With that said, previously on the Divisia Sensus, our students successfully completed Term 1 at the Empire's premier arcane university. And they took their summer holidays to hike across some mountains and relax on some sandy island in Sunny's holiday home. Hiraeth was called away on an incredibly important family issue. But you know, in his absence, cocktails were drunk, gifts were bought, surfing was learned. Everyone was pretty good at surfing. And they are about to return back for their second term at the Divisia Sensus. Nikki.
Yeah.
Roll the thing.
In the heart of Mar Idia, looking over the glittering city of Solaraire, is the world's finest centre of learning, the Divisia Sensus. For centuries, this school has hosted the rich and influential and the greatest minds to have ever lived. Geniuses, leaders, holy figures, and legendary adventurers all had their start here. Though the school is built on old foundations, you won't find more advanced facilities for the arcane, alchemical, artistic, or academic, all behind powerful wards. The Divisia Sensus has the finest and most comfortable sanatorium in the known world. We pride ourselves on the care we give to those whose encounter with magic ended with a broken mind. Each year, we instruct students from far and wide in their chosen subjects and the rigours of life at the pinnacle of their field. There is no greater, safer, or more prestigious environment in which to receive an education. Lady Sophronia Apissimos, High Master of Divisia Sensus, welcomes you.
Well,
Double dosing.
I'm sorry. It is the night before you are returning to school. It's not sleeping music. I should have known better. Sleeping soundly on your last night on Abeyance Isle. After a day of lounging and swimming and laughing and kind of reluctantly thinking about packing, Agatha sleeps with Kai by her side. What do you think? I mean, without getting saucy, what do you think Agatha's dreaming about? If you think it's graphic, we can pixelate it.
Right, okay. Whew.
On this evening, the last night of her incredible holiday, what dream world adventures is she going
Oh,
through?
good question. Trying desperately to be like, what is it? Okay. I imagine it's she's at school at the Divisia. But like it's one of those dreams where like she walks out of one like classroom and she's at the Apony though. Like she's got that feeling of like I've got to go back to my responsibilities. So I think it's like not a stressful dream necessarily, but it's the dream of like God, even her dreams are dull. I was like, she's just dreaming of going to school.
I think you're in the middle of like a dream world shift.
Yeah.
Shift at work, that is, where you're kind of because I feel like you're getting that feeling of like, God, it has genuinely been an age since I've worked a shift behind the bar, which is not a bad thing. You're not meant to have this new agreement.
She's doing that thing of like she's trying to work a shift, but for some reason in her dream she just can't do it. Like she keeps getting everything wrong.
Like pulling a plant in a dream.
You're in this kind of strange cycle where you keep going down to the cellar to get like another crate of something, of like bottles of ale, and by the time you get up to the actual Apony, the crate of beer is just severed arms. I think you're getting an insight to the dreaming that I do.
It's a pile of dogs.
Follow their dogs.
And you kind of go, oh damn, and you put it down and you go and get another crate of beer and you come up and it's more severed arms. And then you bring up this crate and you put it down and you're like exasperated because it's arms again. And then Abathol Agvi is standing there in front of you and just puts like his hand on you and just goes, you can stop that now. You don't have to get any more crates. Just
I wish they weren't arms every time.
They're not arms. Really look at them. And you look down and you've got 12 crates of beer. You've got way too much beer now. Look, I can hear them calling me. I'm going to be going soon, and I wanted to I wanted to say goodbye. You know, I could have lingered for years and years, but now I get to go and see my family and be see my wife and my children again, and thank you.
Oh, I mean, thank you. Like, I'm glad you could get something from this situation. I'm very happy that whatever Hariath and your brother have done has like helped.
Yeah, I really can't wait to talk to them.
Yeah.
But I mean, unless you want me to bestow any fey magic on you, we could quickly draw up a contract now before I go.
That is a very such a kind
Boundless
offer.
magic, I mean, just in case, just while I'm on the way out, just in case you wanted any kind of little dip into Warlock, we can do that.
I am flattered. I really am, and I mean that does sound really fun, but I also feel like I've learnt my lesson of like messing with magic outside of my power level, So
Yeah. What about your sister?
No, don't. No, she's fine. Thanks. No, please, no. Please, no.
I like your sister a lot. She's fun.
Yeah.
She's almost fey, I think.
Right. You saw that and you thought she was fun.
Yeah.
Right, we'll go.
Yeah. Anyway, I really, unless if you're absolutely sure,
Yeah.
I'll go. But just always remember, we have a connection. It'd be so, it would be so good if you ever need a little quick contract.
If I really need you in a pinch, I'll yell into the abyss that is my mind.
Yeah, I mean, you might not find me there anymore, if this works, but we'll
Yeah.
it's a thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really do hope that I see you again, Agatha Fifield.
Yeah, I get. Yeah. We'll come. We will come. We're gonna come to the.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're gonna just do some other stuff first, just because time and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I hope to see you sometime in your lifetime. Goodbye.
Oh.
And he kind of, in that way that in dreams things are a bit odd, he just steps through the bar and like gives you a hug and a kiss on the forehead, and then just sort of fades away into smoke, and you wake.
Oh my god, he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah. I think you might feel. I mean, but roll an insight check.
17.
You know that feeling when you've been wearing nail polish for a long time and then you take it off?
Yeah.
And you didn't realize that your whole being was used to wearing nail polish, and now it feels like something's
Missing.
very odd and peculiar. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's not completely unpleasant, but it's just like, ooh, something's gone. And it's not too far from dawn, and the sun is rising, little bits of light coming in through the bay, through the window, and you can already start to hear Nevma is up, like packing, and people are getting ready because you guys, today is the first day of school, so you're going to go to lessons in a few hours.
That sucks. I think Agatha watches the sunrise and stuff.
Yeah. Until Nevma actually drags you out of bed. Go.
What? We'll just go tomorrow, yeah?
You're going to miss lessons?
Oh my god.
Who is this person?
You gave me 4 days of relaxing, and it's the only 4 days I've had in my life, and I'm not ready to give it up.
You are going to tank this term real bad.
I'm worried I might. No. Let's go. No, I'm excited to go back to school. It's all good.
And you congregate, you say goodbye to Ted and Teddy, and
Bye, Ted. Bye, Teddy.
and you teleport back to the office in school, and I'm going to immediately pop a pin in that. Hiraeth, you are standing in the glade in a forest, crooked trees, moss of like mottled white and pink, pale pink. And it is pissing it down with rain. Absolutely. You've been in this place where it's always temperate, and there's sort of a real absence of sky and weather. But now, as soon as you've stepped out, you are completely drenched to the bone with cold Dawn Veilon rain. A Fey mage stands ready to send you back. Your father is there. I will linger here only a little while longer so that we can all return together, but it's been a wonderful time to get to know you better as a grown man. I'm going to treasure it, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you again.
I will too, to both of those things. Thank you for coming, and I'm glad that we could, help Uncle Aberthal as well. Send my love to Mom, for me.
Will do. Don't forget our little chat, my son. Make lifelong friends and play and enjoy your time here. You are what you are.
I've kind of like looks away for a second and sort of says, I won't. I don't take what you said lightly. I hope you know that.
I love you, Hiraeth. And he kisses you and embraces you. And you turn to be teleported back yourself. Unless there's any last things that you want to...
No, I think he thinks about sending a message back to his friends back home, but kind of thinks better of it. For now, I feel like it's hopefully he'll see him again soon, and
Okay.
just easier that way. And turns and prepares to be sent back to school.
You and all your luggage. I don't know why I immediately imagined like expensive looking paper bags from Fair, but as you are teleported through, you're in this teleportation room at school, and just ahead of you see the gang who are like picking up all of their stuff, and they're all like got more freckles, and they've all got like Agatha's got a little bit of like brown nose, and slightly like her hair's caught the sun at the top.
Hiraeth does the kind of Jason Momoa over trying to sneak up on them, and sort of barrels into them and says, Good morning, everyone. How was the holiday?
And what time do you call this? We've been waiting here for ages.
Oh.
Hiraeth, school starts today.
I did tell you that I wasn't going to be on
No,
holiday.
I'm
with
joking.
you.
We've literally just arrived. We've literally just arrived.
Goofed me. You actually goofed me.
It's a goof. It's a goof. It's so good to see you. Never packed so much stuff that we need to get to the cloister before lessons. So,
Okay. I mean, do we need help?
I mean, looks like you've got enough bags for yourself. Let's
Oh,
let's go
not
drop them
for
off at the
me.
cloister.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do
And
that.
then
Let's do that.
I've got some gifts for you.
yeah.
That we do them at lunch.
Well, it's interesting that you say that because I've just got like paper bags in my like dangling from my fingers and says, "I've got something for you too," and not the wine like last time either.
I assumed.
Yeah,
Should we drop bags off?
Yeah.
Right.
Then-
We'll do gifts at lunch.
Well, why don't we do it during group? Because
Group,
Oh,
yeah.
groups first.
Group,
Oh, completely
yeah.
forgot. Mate, I'm on island time, so my schedule's way off.
Island time.
I'm
Okay.
just an island boy. All right, let's go then. Right.
It's good to see you all. How was the holiday?
I mean,
We lost. I mean, we've got still quite a lot of luggage, but we actually lost some luggage down the fucking mountain.
yeah,
Oh,
we lost a whole case of luggage, and I think it ended up being 10 scarves.
Yeah.
that's a lot of scarves.
Actually, it's
percentage-wise,
not that
no,
many
it's
scarves.
really actually not.
I still have about 25 to 30 scarves, and I was sort of budgeting for only coming back with maybe 6.
Yeah.
So,
So you know,
The scarf economy is absolutely
it's booming.
applauding
You want to
you.
invest in scarves right now.
they
Yeah.
call that
course.
the angel share. You know, just the scarves that get taken on a
Right,
long
yeah, of course.
Why don't we go drop our bags, take all the gifts and stuff, and we can like all talk about it in group, and then exchange gifts, and then talk about what's next.
Perfect.
You
Perfect.
okay?
Oh God.
Enjoy group, guys. I'm going to head off to my cloister.
Well, before you go, I may as well. I got each of you just a little something, and I take out I give Kai a little bag, and says and I say as a thanks for helping us all this year and for helping in the retrieval of my uncle. I give him the bag with the symbol of bubbler in it.
Okay, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And I think bubbler, and I think I just say it's just a little something. We've had some strife, but hopefully we'll have some laughter too. And
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And actually, I do have something for you. And he takes out something that's got quite a big like fabric ribbon on it, which you guys would know that this is a part of one of his scarves that he's torn the end off to make a bow out of it, and hands it over to you, and it is a little kind of clay tub.
that is.
It does have something in it. I believe the person who sold it to me told me that it was a potion of invisibility, but it's chewy. I think you chew it. It's not like any potion of invisibility I've seen before, but sometimes when things can be so different. I mean, you know this better than anybody. Regionally, things can be so different. So perhaps potion of invisibility, in the Obdurate Ridge is a sort of fibrous, chewy sweet.
That is quite something. Thank you, and I give him a big hug. I'd say it's very much appreciated. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And he turns with his bags and stuff and says, Ags, I know that we're in a bit of a rush and it's classes and everything, but this was really a wonderful holiday.
I'm gonna go.
Oh
Yes.
We just
sorry.
grab, just sort of slowly toddle ahead so we're out of earshot but not so far away that
I'll
we can catch up.
I'll do that thing of like, oh, go. I'll catch up. Go.
And I know what the second term can be like, and
Okay.
it can be so busy, and I know that you're going to be going on this trip soon, and I know I've got some trips coming up, but you know, I'm absolutely fucking crazy bananas about you, and I just want to make sure that we're always you know, that it's just always cool. Yeah.
Always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Because you can suddenly feel like, oh God, I haven't seen you, and we haven't spoken in like 2 weeks because
Right,
of
okay.
various things, and
Wait,
you know,
are we
I
not
don't.
gonna like speak for like 2 weeks? Is that a thing that's gonna happen now? Like,
Well, I've got some ideas on how we can help that, but it can really happen. It can really happen a lot, so easily, and that's why I'm sort of saying is like, from my perspective, like I'm right here. Everything, you know, nothing is changing for me. So if you haven't spoken to me in a while because I'm on the other side of the world, then just don't ever worry. But I am thinking about ways that maybe things can be easier, you know, so that we're not speaking at all.
okay.
I mean, we want to make that spell and everything, don't we?
Yeah, we got that spell, and we got like that other stuff to do. Like,
You know, and we're in a relationship, so that's
Yeah.
like, it's a list already, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Spell. Cool creative
Spell up here.
projects.
Yeah, other
Relationship.
project. Yeah,
I
relationship.
mean, relationship's still up here, but like, yeah. No, of course. Okay.
That's sort of what I'm saying is
Yeah.
like, relationship is like, it's rock bottom. Like, not because
Wow.
we're rock bottom, but just because like there's no moving it. Like,
Okay.
it's stirred, it's strong. Okay, you know what?
Okay.
I'm
just gonna
I
kiss
think I
him.
hear a bell in
And
my
then-
head. It's maybe just for second years.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll just give him a kiss, and then I might just go.
Yeah. And it's just super fucking breezy for a second, and then he's gone down the corridor.
And then I'll run to catch up.
Cool. Right, so you are not in time for breakfast.
It's fine.
But-
We took fruit
Yeah.
and veg on the road, and by road
Yeah.
I mean the teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have just about enough time to throw your luggage on your beds and get your books for group, primary, and cultural studies. And you head to group.
Oh,
Same classroom you've always been in. But Miss Philos quickly pops her head round before you even get a chance to do the like gift exchange. And hello. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back. Term 2. So exciting. Autumn term. Let's talk about it. How are you feeling? Fresh?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel great. I always do though, so
That's perfect. That's great to hear. So, tell me about your Golden Griffin Cup project. I remember that you are planning to go to a place in the Amer Edifos to see if you can't find a sacred place where there could be items from the patron saint. Very
how do we
exciting.
know that you're not a competing student who's transformed himself to look like Miss Philos to come and get our... I'm just joking. So, yeah, like, we got loads of ideas. It's mostly about being and going to where it is. Yeah.
Right. How can I help? Are you, I know that, Sunny, you are from Kuala, so
I am.
perhaps you don't need me to organise you accommodations for Kuala. But then, what else can I organise? What else can I help you
We're
with?
going to be going into the desert and then some spooky places. It would be really helpful if you got like a list of like schools recommended, you know, resources or like stuff to take with us.
Yes, very much so. When are you? What date are you thinking about going, and how long are you thinking about going for? How long do you think it's going to take?
Oh,
Great question. Well, Agatha and Nevma, well, like, we've all been studying this. Like, we were studying a lot last time. Do we have any idea of, like, okay, it's probably going to be, like, 30 days or, like, 7 or, like, you know what I mean? Like, do we have a rough, like...
I mean, I'm sure we know how long
30
it's going to take us to
days,
get there and in theory get back, but it's like, how much time are we like giving ourselves to find this thing?
Yeah.
Give me investigation check, please, Agatha.
I have a follow-up question after the...
Can I have assistance from Nevma, please?
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please.
Your girlfriend now doesn't mean you can, like...
Yeah, she can't help you. We're getting off. This.
Double dosing. 15.
That was very funny.
We have to explain this now.
No.
I'm so fucking distracted by that.
I'm so sorry.
Right, so 15. What does that get you? Yeah, you kind of feel like... Here's the thing, you start talking about it and you're like, well, this is kind of like as long as it takes to get from like Solaire to Raoul, so maybe that's going to take like a week to go there and then from there to there, and you're kind of like, yeah, maybe it would take like 2 weeks, like 12 days. And then Sunny immediately goes, no, that's sand, and that's, you know, you can't, like, it's there's so many variables.
We might just have to bunker down for like 3 days to let a storm go overhead. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so an indeterminate amount of time. Wonderful. Well, it is the 21st of Premedia today. End of term is the 3rd of Evadne. So we do have, you know, we've got some time this term. I really wouldn't recommend, sorry, I realise you've had your hand up here. I really wouldn't recommend you travelling in the 3rd term. There's so much going on at school. I think this is the perfect time to be getting this stuff done.
Yeah.
What did you need, Hiraeth?
Out of character, very quickly. Very important question. Has Agatha told us when her birthday is?
That's a good question.
Nevma's got to know, surely.
And it'd be one of those things that Nevma asked early on in their friendship, and
What's your star sign?
yeah, it would have been that. Like,
So now I'm going to have to fucking make star signs.
yeah. What
No,
else
you
am I?
Lydia, you actually don't.
Nah,
You
she
don't
does.
need to do that. You actually don't need to do that to yourself.
So I think it's a.
Astrology is one of the dark arts that was outlawed like centuries ago. Sorry.
I'd say it's not necessarily that it's a secret, but she's not yelled about it at any point.
Cool.
So to put it back on you, I guess it'd be whether you think it's something Hiraeth and Sunny and whoever would remember.
This is the thing, Hiraeth, like the concept is very different.
Yeah.
In my mind, anyway. So, like, even if it was sort of spoken about in passing, like, I don't necessarily think it would survive the language barrier, so to
If
speak.
Nevma knows,
Nevma's
Sunny
not going to
knows.
keep that secret. Yeah,
Yeah.
Nevma's...
not only does Sunny know, because Nevma's been thinking about Agatha's birthday for at least a month, and
Yeah.
she's been stressing about what to get,
Yeah.
100%. And then
Yeah.
if Sunny knows, he has gone, shit, I better make sure I tell Kai. And then if he's going to tell Kai about this, not that Kai doesn't know when your birthday is, just like a cheeky reminder.
Yeah.
And if he feels the need to tell Kai about this, he has told Hiraeth about this.
Yeah.
Sick.
And then, or if anything, just to introduce the concept of birthdays to Hiraeth.
If that's
It's
the
like
case, then Hiraeth is fully hyperfixated on this, much as he has with every other sort of like auspicious day in the calendar so far. And remind me, therefore, what date it is.
32nd. That sounds weird.
It does sound weird.
The 32nd of Premedia.
Yeah.
It's helpfully it's the first day off you're getting this term.
Perfect.
Oh, is it? Oh, amazing.
Well, in that case, Horath would absolutely say, well, I think it has to be after the 32nd of Premedia, right?
Yeah, let's allow another day for hangover, and then
Perfect.
the day after that.
Well, why don't we?
So the 34th?
Why don't we?
Yeah.
If we're leaving from Qualar, why don't we birthday, morning teleport, hangover in Qualar, head out
Yeah.
the next day?
Good idea. Good idea. Good idea. Okay.
Wait. Oh, what?
Birthday,
Yeah.
teleport, hangover, then
Wait, so
adventure. But these
teleport on the 33rd.
yeah, teleport
yeah,
on the
yeah.
33rd and be hungover in Qualar on the 33rd. Then the next
Right.
morning
Okay.
we go out. Because also here's the thing, right? We need to be prepared for high sand levels from when we're setting out. Because we may have to delay if the sand levels are too high.
Okay.
Because the doors won't be open. And
Right,
there are
okay.
ways out and stuff, but like it's just easier if we go on a low sand day. So
Yeah.
we might need to. I will ask and I'll check if we've got any. Big weird question. Do people predict it like the tides?
They try.
Cool.
Yeah, they try. They do. It's not 100% though.
Like where are we talking like meteorology level, like semi-accurate, or are we talking Michael Fish?
It's
That's a real niche reference right there.
For real.
It's yeah, I think it's Alison so and so on the floating United Kingdom.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of that level.
So like it's got like 2 degrees of like of flux. So if they say it's a 3, it's a level 3. It could be a level 1 or a level 5. Like it could be fucking anything.
Yeah.
Then they say it's a 5. You know it's going to be roughly a bad day. Cool.
Yeah. It's good for knowing when something extreme is about to happen, and that's about it.
Well, so what I'll do is I'll check, see if they are predicting any. It's quite far away, so maybe we'll have to do it sooner. But if you remind me, I'll get in touch with Violet and see if she can see if there's only going to be bad sand days. Because maybe we don't go to Qualar on the 33rd if it's going to be a really terrible sand day on the 30th.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yeah. All right.
Well, all of that's wonderful to know, and I think what would be good to say is that we won't expect you back before 2 weeks is up, but it could be longer.
Right.
And something that's important for you guys to know is that there is the option of taking one of our arcane books, which is very, very useful. And a lot of people like to take one of these and then they don't really use it, but it is comfort. You can hire one of our arcane books and then you get 2 tomes. One goes to somebody in your classes and one stays with you so that you can keep up. They write in it and it appears on the page your end, so you can continue to not get incredibly behind in your studies.
Like shared learning.
Yeah. Yeah. But you want to think a little bit about who you're giving that book to, because some people's note-taking is a little better than others. Teachers don't take kindly to being asked. They have enough on their plate. Just a little heads up. People have tried bribing teachers before. They're fairly unbribable for the most part. So find a good friend in your class. You are welcome to buy many books, hire many books and give them for your secondary and cultural studies, and even people have done it for their clubs. But my recommendation is primary only.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm completely honest, like, I'm mostly just sort of catching vibes in all my classes and clubs. So, like, I can't really mounted race over a book. I can't really meditate over a book. Even monastic, I'll probably struggle over a book. And then, like, clerical probably, but like the closest person I'm with is Johnny Beanbone, and me. The one thing we agree on is it's mostly a vibe-based situation, and we kind of have a slightly different but parallel like path. So like maybe he can take down raw notes, but like I don't know that it's going to be. Probably do it just to be on the safe side, but like I don't know. It's a bit different because like this one's doing words and stuff. Like I don't know how Hariah's going to be swinging a glaive via book. I
do think though it's very useful because you'd always get homework. And sometimes the notes are just like, do these exercises to keep the dexterity in your hands really good for the somatic elements of casting. Sometimes it's about certain pronunciation. You know, you always do want to get to know what everyone else is, because people do fall behind if they take too long, and we don't want
absolutely
to be discouraged from doing the good works of adventuring.
I'll probably do it, but I was just like, I don't know, sort of tempering my own expectations. Maybe, you know, I don't know how much. Like, it's not that it's not how I can't take in information that way. It's just not how I learn best, you know. Like, you know, but like I do it because I don't want to fall behind. You know, I really felt like I really fell behind on my first day, and then I caught back up on day 2. Yeah, I caught back up day 2. You know, it's a bit easier when you can just straight up talk to the person who's giving you your clerical powers. Like, that's usually reserved for those warlock blokes and gals, and you know.
You're having such an interesting experience, aren't you?
Me?
At this school, you know, I feel like it's a very unique experience.
I just, you know, I just go with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like a bear in a stream who's out there, fill a salmon. Bears float. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't, but I do now, and I feel like it's useful information that I'll use at some point. So the books are 100 gold pieces to have.
Did that get you the pair, or
that gets you 1 pair?
Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Just making.
And how soon do we need to put that money down for the hire?
Run out, so don't worry about
Okay.
you know, snagging one. You know, this is the term that if we were going to run out, then we would, but I've never known us to run out, and so we have plenty in storage. We, you know, I make sure that nary a student will ever be barred from group activities because they don't have an arcane book. So
That's good to know. That's good to know. Thank you.
talk to me, or even Master Vodanos. Either of us could help you out. Wonderful.
Thank you ever so much.
I pulled Nevma to like one side and like,
Yeah.
will you like teach me sneak so I don't fall behind on sneak while we're out there?
Of course,
Okay.
of course. Oh my god, I was also going to talk to you. I mean, of course I will teach you sneak. I'm not,
Yeah.
obviously that is fine. But I was going to ask you about spells,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
ones
yeah.
I should take, because I was thinking I've got like a page spare.
All
And I
right.
was thinking about maybe there was this one, and actually it's so interesting because it's this spell where you throw rope in the air and then you climb the rope and you're like in this little cubby, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to take. And then I was thinking, that's what that fucking guy used.
Which guy?
That fucking guy that stabbed Hariath. That's why he wasn't there, and then suddenly he was stabbing Hariath.
Oh my god.
It was just he was just in it with he pulled the rope up.
Oh,
That's why I was like, I was suddenly. Anyway, I thought I would take that. If you think that's a cool idea,
I think that's really cool. Yeah, definitely. Like, you should definitely do that because you could do that. You could hide and pull the rope up and then sneak out and stab people.
I mean, that sounds like one of my favorite new activities.
Yeah.
I could just go into like anyone's room and then just hide in a hole until they're fast asleep, and then jump out of like seemingly nowhere.
Yeah.
And fucking gut them like a fish.
God, that's so cool. I want to learn that now as well.
Well, you can take it too. I
I
mean,
was gonna-
or you can come in my hole. Oh. Sorry, Lady Day has really stayed with me.
Yeah.
Pounded in the what is it?
Pounded in the deep roads,
Deep roads.
or you can come in my hole.
Look, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a
Sew the
perfect
bones.
sentence. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll stab together. Then we can start this gang that we.
Oh yeah, we're going to do that, aren't we? Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check that you were like.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, don't get an extra sneak book because knowing anybody that's in Sneak, they will use that book to like not write anything, and then it's like, ooh, that's Sneak.
Yeah.
It's like invisible ink or something.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I thought I'd check. So then I'll just do the 100 for abjuration.
Yeah.
I've just got to find someone who will actually do it for me, because I haven't really made many friends in my class.
No?
No.
Oh, how odd.
I mean, I just sort of kept to myself a bit.
That's what happens when you get a boyfriend like right away.
Yeah. I have lent on him quite a lot for like.
And we're quite a tight clique as well. Like we don't really we hang
got
out
loads
with our
of friends.
Yeah. But you're like one of those people that everyone just loves. I like. I'm either awkward or I say something like unintentionally offensive, or like they just don't like my vibe.
I think you're maybe overthinking about it. You're not putting your life in this person's hands. You're saying, hey, can you do me a favour? And then probably in return, they'll ask you the same thing.
Yeah.
So like quid pro quo, you know?
That is true.
Like it's not like you're asking them to like do a whole bunch of extra work. They're just taking their notes in a different book, and that way you get to see them. And they'll probably ask you to do the same because you're quite bookish, and I imagine that they'll like you to like, you're probably taking really good notes.
I do take real good notes.
So they'll probably go, oh, actually, that's a win for me, because if I get her notes and she gets my notes, I'm getting a better deal out of this.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you just show people your notes and go, look, this is what I've got bringing to the table, can you just sort of like, The
problem is they view me, some of them still just view me as that barmaid.
Okay.
So.
Which one?
The Dick's girl.
Or the Dick's girl, yeah. I'll point them. I'm not going to point them out. Right, it's fine. It's fine. Like it's not an issue. It's not an issue. It's fine. I'll find someone. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, who are you going to ask?
I am not sure at the moment.
Your actual girlfriend is in the same class as you.
I know.
Wait, why wouldn't you ask Hazes?
Oh, I might.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here I got gifts.
All right. Okay.
So, as I said, they're not. They're not.
Are you inciting?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your hand. It was off to the side. Yeah. Roll.
Was a 13 on the dice plus my insight. That makes it a 21.
I rolled a natural 19.
Can I say this before you say anything?
Yeah.
Does it feel like Horiath is deliberately keeping something from us, or is he mid thinking about something? Sonny would not push publicly for information.
I will say this. I rolled a natural 19 for 27.
Jesus.
Just so distracted by gifts. We're all like, ooh, shiny.
Sorry, I lied. Not 27, 24.
Still higher than 21.
I went for the wrong one. And I sort of go, so I have some gifts for you.
Okay, wait. But like, I mean, do gifts for sure. But like, you should tell us like about what happened, because like before this morning, I spoke to Abfol and he left and stuff, and
This is why I have the gifts. We got him back. Which is great.
That's
really good news.
That's so great. Oh, I'm really happy.
So yeah,
Did you see him?
I did. I spoke to my aunt, who also came, and it was great. It was everything that we could have hoped for. Hence the gifts. There's nothing I could say to you that would show you how much I appreciate all of you. And there's nothing I can give either, but I can start giving now. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool,
In the
cool,
back of her
great.
mind, Agatha's just thinking about the gift they've got Hariath and is like, oh, it's not going to be as good as whatever Hariath's got.
So fairs are strange places, huh? Right? Am I right?
This is the start of a stand-up act.
Jerry?
Gets more and more Jerry.
So I start sort of taking out little boxes, and the first box comes out. The first box comes out, and it sort of it floats over to Agatha, and it's like a little sort of kind of what's this box? Little wooden box. And I say, it's this one's a bit boring. I'm sorry. But we're going to a real hot place. And I know that, you've been bitten a lot here already. So that's yours.
Okay. Can I open it? Like, is this like
Yeah.
everyone has theirs and then we all open them together thing?
Oh, we can do that.
Let's do it all together because I got some stuff for Hariath.
Yeah.
Sick, amazing, Sunny. You get like a tiny little, like basically an envelope that floats over. Nevma gets like a pouch.
Is it a Fey lordship?
Yeah. And the rest of the gifts aren't able to be given just yet, but that's yours. So in yours, Agatha, you find
Wait.
Oh,
I've got something for you. I've got two things for you actually.
Yeah.
are we doing them all at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait,
great.
One of yours, you should wait everyone because we're going to wait until we're all together to do.
But I can't do that because the other person that's got it is just not going to be with us on any amount of regularity, right? I've got like it's like a paper bag, and it's got like that shop tissue paper in, and it's got a couple of things in it.
Thank you so much. This is so kind of you. Thank you.
Right. I need to add a clarifier.
Right.
There's two things in that bag.
Okay.
One thing is but me and Kai and you and Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto.
And Johnny?
No.
No, that was fine with you, I thought.
No.
No.
Me, you, Kai, and Pluto. I got us all matching ones. Kai's already got his. So that's the big thing. There's a little thing. I got it because it looked like you. And then we found out what it does after the fact. So we will tell you what it does, but can you accept it as a gift based on the aesthetics first? Because I don't know if you're going to like it when you find out what it does. So if you can take in the aesthetics first.
Okay.
But even if you don't like it, I think you should be the one to have it because of what it is.
Great.
So.
Well, thank you very much. This is very. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Taking out the shirt, just immediately takes off his sort of vest that he's been wearing and starts buttoning it up. This is incredible. I love it. It's so nice. So Agatha, yours is and you open it up and it's and the bead, and I go, that's very nice.
There's the pink. So we got it off. Do you know what a tinker is?
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got it off a tinker, and because it's a dusky pink, I was like, it's like Hariath.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
I'll say this, Hariath, tinkers are so loved and revered. Like here, they're like a myth sort of thing, but they're because they are both extremely magical and extremely mundane. Fae are kind of obsessed.
Okay, incredible. That is amazing. You'll have to show me
And once we've done all the gifts, we'll tell you what it is.
Incredible. Thank you so much. Thank you. So Agatha, you open the little box, and there's a tiny little skeleton of a pseudo dragon in there. and I say, so it calls it's if you call its name, it wakes up for a short amount of time, and
Fred,
um,
Jeremy, Jeremy.
oh, I was gonna tell you its name,
Oh,
but
all right.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna let you. No, no, no. I'm gonna let you. No, I keep going. But once it wakes up, it flies around you and eats insects that might bite you. It's a bit weird. I like now
I
that I've
love
given it
it.
to you, it's a bit strange, and
No,
I
no, no, no.
apologize.
I love it, and I need you to know that like I really love it. And I'm feeling guilty about the gift I got you, because it's nothing in comparison. Um,
What are you talking
oh
about? It's a
wait,
gift.
here, and it's a similar thing of like Sunny's of being in like a paper bag, like this thing that's wrapped in like
That kind of
That-
in-store tissue paper.
in-store tissue paper and stuff.
Yeah. I unwrap it.
It's like a tankard, but it's got like a stained glass Bay of Souls sunset
There's
on it.
there's just a little bit of quiet as I'm looking at this, and I look up, and just tears in my eyes. Just go, I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah,
It's fantastic.
I
Yeah,
thought it was really pretty, and you started collecting like
this is
drinking vessels, and I thought it could go in your collection.
this is so amazing. Thank you so much. I really.
Oh fuck! This fucking hurts
No,
me
you
so
you
fucking
shouldn't have.
badly. What the fuck
You-
did you get me, Arias?
Take it off. Take it off. Quickly. Take it off. Take it off. You can take it off.
What the fuck? I put
I'm
my
sorry.
hand because there's pretty things in here and it fucking hurt me.
So so I got you pebbles. I got you pebbles, and you can throw the pebbles, and they make you they make people around you try and pick them up, and then that happens, and it takes a while for them to have to get them out, and I figured it'd be good for this.
She immediately goes outside and there's like some people walking down the corridor and she does this thing of like throws the pebbles into the corridor and immediately 5 students go, ooh, look at that, and then each one of them goes, ah, fuck, oh god, and has like shards of crystals in their hands, and then they have to spend time like taking the shards out of their fingers.
See, I mean, I kind of
This is the best fucking thing anybody's ever given me. I mean, that
kind
is
of perfect for you, you know.
Is this envelope gonna like paper cut me or something?
No, just open it really, really carefully. No, I'm joking. I look in it. Look in it. And
I'm
as
looking
you,
in it better.
and as you look at there's just a feather. And I say, now this is a phoenix feather. It's for you, as our healer. I don't want to see you go down. If you fall unconscious, when you still have this feather on you, you can come back. It brings you back. So
I
that's.
didn't know phoenixes was real.
Oh yeah.
I
They're
thought it was like a myth, like wasps.
they're fucking assholes.
Wait, what?
Fucking assholes.
But yeah, so that's for you. I hope it's okay. It's not sharp stones. I'm sorry.
No, it's pretty, and it matches me.
It does. That was the other thing. We could get you a hat, and you could
I
put a
can't
feather
wear
in
hats,
it.
sorry, it's on account of the
We had a
horns.
whole thing.
You
That's
can
a-
tuck them into your like horn or behind your ear or
Even better. Even better.
Yeah, tuck it in.
I might put it on. I might get a little clip and put it on a little necklace, because like the problem is where we're going, any unsecured headwear.
We
that's
don't
gone.
need roads.
No, that's actually not. We need robes. Is what we need, and we do need
Robes.
them.
Sorry. Yeah.
Where we're going, we need robes.
Right.
You
Okay.
want lots of layers that are like loose, so that you can adjust the temperature easily. But yeah, I'll get it on a clip and put it on a necklace so I can keep it safe.
Yeah.
That reminds me, actually, I need to get my thing sorted. You know, my
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. Do we need to like check in? Because we haven't. Like,
well, I'll find out when I go. I've also got another errand that I need to do, but but that's fine.
All right.
You know, no one knows.
That actually. Also, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, what?
No, have you seen my earring? I haven't seen
You've
it
got
for.
it on.
Yeah, you're wearing.
Yeah.
No, not that one. It's the there was another one.
The one you lost, like at the Apony.
Oh, I told you about that. I forgot about that. Yeah. So I don't have to do this kind of weird meta thing.
No, you can just ask us. Yeah. No, we know about it. Do you
Oh,
know
okay.
about it? Or do I, no?
Yeah.
I don't know. You're all furiously yes-anding each other, but
Yeah.
I mean, I have now. So someone's been like looking for me, and also someone stole my earring.
Same person or?
I don't know. I never saw the first person. They just came to the Apony, and the second person I saw, but they didn't tell me their name. So it's probably nothing. But I've been taking my secondary, and we have been talking a lot about like locate creature and like things like that. And I don't want to sound like someone like a conspiracy theorist. Like I'm not saying that the Earth is round. All I'm saying is that I'd like to look into it. Maybe
I think the Earth is ground, is what you're trying to say.
Oh, is that what it is?
Have you thought? Sorry, go on.
No, you go ahead.
Have you thought about like cast and locate object on your earring to like find out where it is?
Oh, I can do that.
I can do it too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember I was doing it?
Yeah.
I did before.
Yeah.
Sonny has it. Yeah.
Do you have it?
No, because you have it.
Yeah, I can find it. Oh. You don't know how familiar I'd say I am with your ears.
Well, it's to be fair, I also had that spell. I can do that spell. I just didn't think about it until now. So
I mean,
it's nothing important, you know. I just it might be nice to get it back at some point.
It's
but
weird.
Yeah,
it's like weird that someone was looking for you, but no one remembers what they look like, and then someone came up to you and was like, "Got your ear in," and then like bounced.
Is it weird though?
Yeah.
I mean, like in
you got robbed.
I mean, either you got robbed, but also like you're a fey prince. Like, surely people are gonna be looking for you, right?
Like I once went to a play that was like really famous actor was in it, and somebody just ran up onto stage and like ripped at his shirt, and like the pocket of his shirt just came off, and they ran away, and then he just, they just wanted a piece of him. They never caught me.
Oh, that's that bit of cloth you have hung up on your wall, right? Yeah.
He's still a blind man. I cannot get the fucking enough. It still smells like him.
Yeah, you've got an issue.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's that.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to downplay it. I'm just saying. It's like it's weird, but also not weird considering who you are.
Yeah,
we should be careful.
Yeah, but in that same vein, isn't it more dangerous considering who he is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. But
so it's less weird, but more dangerous.
Yeah, like that's what I mean.
Also, it would be nice to have your stuff back, you know?
Yeah. Like,
what did they look like? The person that stole your earring?
Yeah.
They and I describe what they look like. They had.
Do you remember?
Yep.
I
do. Yeah.
Just roll history. Just roll a dice, Thomas.
They were elven, and also had blonde hair. I don't remember. I rolled a 4.
I mean, you think they might be elven. You think they might have lighter hair, but then when you start thinking about it, you're not really sure.
Or did they? I don't know. I can't
I'll tell you what
remember.
they've got. Your
My
earring.
earring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, what's on the agenda for all of us?
Right. Yes. Okay. So, okay, that's something we need to discuss. So we've made a plan on when we're going. Right. Is there anything anyone needs, particularly outside of what Miss Philos is going to prep for us? Like, does anyone need like new weapons, new armor? Like, you lot will wear armor. Like, do you need anything like that? Sunny, you'll help us like buy the right clothing for desert, right?
That's nothing. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's easy. We'll do it when we're equal out. Because that's just
I kind
out
of
there.
feel
It's
like
just clothes. It's not
yeah,
special
I don't
desert
really
clothes.
know exactly. I don't really know what to get because I've got quite good equipment already. And other than like spending tens of thousands of gold on getting things that are like specifically for the kind of monsters we're getting, we just don't have access to that kind of stuff. I feel like it's like purchasing, I don't know, other than getting an potions maybe or
Yeah, I think
Health potions.
like potions and scrolls and consumables. Because like, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Investing is great. And it's a really good idea, but in order to invest effectively, you need to know exactly what like the future holds. And ultimately, we're going to a place that's quite literally uncharted, uncharted. It's like uncharted, right? So like, if we invest like big sums of money in like magic items and stuff like that, A, they're only going to be useful while we're there, and that's if B, we get it right.
Right,
so what
yeah,
we're
yeah.
better off doing is getting like universally valuable single-use magic items that are like cheaper. We can get a lot more of. So scrolls of spells that we don't necessarily need to stock. Magical potions that would be helpful. Maybe
I wish we'd
some
got
kind
more
of
of those
magical
healing
tent.
potions from that little kobold,
I actually don't think we needed more from that little guy.
I've got
of
my
it-
alert
one.
red.
I've got
yeah,
one.
right. There was a little guy, and
Oh, so
I'm
fine.
sort of maybe convinced that's the only person we saw that could actually see. So I'm pretty sure they're the ones that cut the rope. Oh yeah, we saw someone who was painting just black, so they couldn't see. I'm pretty sure the little kobold cut the rope on our farm, which is why Kai lost all those scarves. But they did buy a bunch of weird potions, including the goo that Kai gave you.
Yeah. That's where they're good.
I
Oh,
think it
interesting.
would work because this person is quite magical.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to A, taste good, or B, do invisible.
But it might be
Okay.
something fun.
They seem like a fun person, but
Yeah.
they also seem like mischievous,
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't hate the mystery. I don't hate the allure of something that you don't know what it does.
And
That's
I'm
good.
going to say this though, and she pulls out like the the little like test tube that's sticky and has like kind of gelatinous
It's all
orange
so
liquid.
gooey.
If I'm like down, if I'm unconscious, maybe don't use this one just in case it poisons me or something.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like I'll use it, but not in a really dire situation.
Yeah. I think that's good. Right, so we'll get some health potions,
some
some
scrolls.
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 How many vowels in scrolls?
Scrolls. It's SCROWLOLL. Scrolls.
Okay. Well, I think that's like.
Also, we ain't got that much money. Like, I know, like,
Did you know 1 platinum is only 10 gold?
yeah.
I thought.
What?
I'm still getting my head around your currency system. I
What did
have
you
to
think
say.
a platinum was?
I thought it was 100 gold.
Oh my god, Agatha, what have you been like? You do the taxes for your fucking pub.
I know.
Are you guys dealing in platinum a lot?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, like never. It's fine. It's just, yeah.
It worries me that you didn't know what a full denomination was worth.
Well, I never really dealt
Oh my
that
god,
high.
is that why you thought that you could buy everything from that guy in that shop?
Yeah.
Are we going to have to tell him that you can't buy those slippers?
Yeah, I can't buy them anymore.
Why? How much were they?
2,500.
Do you want the slippers?
No, it's fine.
Well, I'll put some money towards
No,
it.
no, 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 no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
There's still some nice stuff in that trunk to sell if you wanted to.
No, no, no.
You
It's
know
fine.
how you were selling some stuff.
Also, there's an enchanter in Solaraya.
There is. It's like it's not necessary though. Anyway, is there anything else anyone is worried about? Do we need to do any like? I'm gonna really hit the books over the next few days.
I've got one thing.
Yeah.
We need to practice getting into tent and cover really bloody quickly because those sandstorms are going to sneak up on you. So I think at some point we need to go out and do tent drills where we're like in tent now, and like I will pretend to be a sandstorm.
Well, I think that's the kind of thing Miss Philos can like prep for us, and we can do that in group.
Yeah, I was going to say like this is the perfect thing that Miss Philos is like ideal for, is creating like illusions so that we can practice. Like if we have evidence of any of the monsters we might fight, we can do that with her.
Yeah. Hey, what do you call what is it like
Is it intense?
when yeah.
No, let him get out. Let Sonny let him do his joke. All right, everyone, back to position. We're rolling. Ryan, take the floor.
Well, no, because I'm not actually sure the joke worked anyway.
The problem was I felt like Haraya found a punchline and then was trying to find a joke to get to there.
Yeah, I think.
So,
I think that was it.
All right,
Lydia,
Yeah.
I'm going to say a thing, but I'm aware of the cost of the thing. In my mind, Sonny has a compass for when he does the long, we were talking about the long sand races out in the desert.
Yeah.
In my mind, Sonny owns a compass.
1 minute. 1 minute.
I don't know off the top of my head how much a compass costs. And I'm worried it falls into the spyglass, magnifying
right?
glass realm of things. Where
I'm
it's
just
like
double checking.
weirdly
Just-
very
No,
expensive.
you're good. You probably have a few, and like one that is slightly nicely. A compass costs 10 gold pieces, so I feel like you got a couple of cheaper ones. You've got one that is your favorite.
I think he has, in my mind, it's like a pocket watch. Where you like click a thing and then like a thing goes up, and he's got like a little, like a nice compass for when he does the like multi-day like adventures in the desert on
for sure.
with Marmo. So yeah, like I've a little notebook, compass, and then if we can get a little something, or I could probably get one from home, but we just want something to measure wind direction.
Cool. Yeah.
Because then what we can do is we were walking in this direction, the wind was going in this direction, and we can trace our steps back if we get lost. It's basically
Like sextant is also really important for that kind of thing.
looking
as well.
sexy is really important for that sort of thing.
God, okay.
But basically,
I'll try.
there's going to be moments out in the desert where all there is around you is horizon.
Right.
And so we need to rely on non-landmark based navigation. So either the stars or what I like is just true direction. That's my favourite.
Sorry, what?
Are you talking vibes again?
It's a vibe. Well, because what is a compass if not a vibe checker? It's like
No. No, Sonny. No, that's not. Like,
I don't think that's how it works.
I know how an actual compass works.
Alright, okay.
Relax. What I'm saying is, it's like what's
Which of
north
all the
if you're upside down?
directions is the most vibey? Like
It's
north, or is it?
What's north if
I
you're
feel like
upside
south
down,
is quite vibey, isn't it?
No,
Yeah.
east. What are you talking about?
right? So
I'm
It's
gonna
the
die
dawn.
with this.
So
That is the vibe.
So I'm pretty good with like navigation and not getting lost, but I'm going to say this: better navigators than me have got lost in that desert. A lot, actually. It's easy to get lost, and again, there's going to be genuine moments where all you can see is horizon, and that's about having faith and following the system and not walking around in circles, which is what a compass helps you avoid.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know those little they're like little poles, and they have like cups that's on sticks that spin around to measure wind speed?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
I do.
but like it's a useful navigation tool.
Okay. So we need to buy one.
No, I've probably got one at home.
Right. Okay.
But like I'm reminding I'm just going. These are things we need, and like a sextant, although they're pretty expensive.
Okay.
I don't normally do star-based navigation because I'm a day guy mostly.
Right. Agatha's just writing down on her list. Go study.
No.
Navigating via stars.
I can navigate. It's all right.
Yeah. No, I trust you.
I don't think you trust me, Agatha.
Something I do trust you. Just trust you. Trust vibes, and that is great. I just need something more solid than vibes.
Is there anything that we could get if we were thinking of pooling resources? Is there anything that we could get that would make the tent situation easier? Like something where you just kind of go, bang.
Oh,
tent.
Well, I don't have bang tent, but I was going to learn tiny hut. So like that I think that might help, right?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
That will make us so safe.
Okay, then I go.
But it's a case of
If
like,
we want something that's immediate, then maybe we.
Yeah.
I can.
they're so expensive, guys. Like
What is
spells that turn something small into something big. Like
what?
There's a massive market for them.
okay, like if we had like a mini magic tent that you threw in, it turned into a tent or something. Like that stuff's going to be pricey, but it's like maybe it's worth doing so that Agatha doesn't have to necessarily burn spell slots in an emergency.
I think it's all right. Well, like here's the thing,
options.
because it's I believe, I did a little look into it before. I can do it as a ritual, so I won't waste the spell slot. I only waste the spell slot in an emergency.
Yeah.
So I think it's still useful for me.
Okay. Look.
But also, I've got this thing, and she like throws a rope, and then appears to like climb it and crawl into the ceiling and looks down, and she just goes, "Come in my hole."
Look at Sunny.
Nebs. You hear yourself?
I'm just saying, come.
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's what we heard.
Sounds like a different sort of invitation.
Well, I don't know what you're on about, Sunny. So, like, she's just saying, "Come in my hole." I'll come in your hole.
Sometimes you can be so crude, Sunny.
Yeah.
Just come in my hole.
God, Sunny.
Right. I've got an errand I need to run. Also, I need to go and get another necklace for,
Yeah.
So I might pop out of group.
Oh, you're going now? I see. Yeah.
What?
No, go.
We're winding down, are we not? We're talking about coming in holes.
Agatha's mid climbing up.
You're climbing in the hole and you're worried about me. I'm gonna go. I'll see you at lunch.
All right.
You're right.
Okay, see you then. And I sort of say, see you then, and then just sort of like sit there for a minute and go, yeah, I'm going to climb into your hole. Yeah.
She pulls the rope in and it like shuts, and then the three of you just giggle in the darkness.
It's pretty good.
Being under the big multicolored blankets in primary school. The parachutes.
Cool. Okay, after that. So, Sunny, you wander into town.
I wander into Sam
Okay.
Where you go?
and see if anyone is working there.
Yeah, there is. There's a half-orc gentleman at the kind of front desk who looks up from a book and goes, "Hello."
Hiya, is it Master Al-Qaedi? Are they in?
Yes, I think he is just doing rounds at the moment. He's super busy. Is there? I could try and get you.
My name's Sunny Birchwater. I was involved in the Henry incident.
Oh yes, I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah. Was it how? Can I help you with anything?
Sorry, I did. It's sensitive in nature. I was hoping to speak to Master Arcady, if that's okay.
Okay, well,
I mean, no offence.
No, that's absolutely fine. You can't speak to him now because he's on rounds, but
That's actually sort of the perfect time for me to speak to them, I think.
It's more... it's not great for him, though.
That's fair. What's your name?
Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. So, like I said, my name's Sonny Bushwater. I was involved in the whole Henry incident, and, you know, I was... Correct me if I'm wrong, Lydia, but I was the one who knocked him out? Or Kai did?
I think so, yeah.
I was the one that knocked him down, and I just wanted to see them, if that's possible.
Oh, he's not here.
Oh, do you know where he is?
Yes, I heard that he is no longer at the school. He now goes to Kalak Yolas.
God, that looks
As a student?
Yes.
Did the trial happen while we was away? Was
There
a trial?
was a lot of private negotiations with both the school and local law enforcement, and I don't know anything about that, but I know that it all happened in the last last 10 days, and I don't really know anything other than he is definitely not coming back here. I don't know whether they're pressing charges as well, but he is going to the school in Theopatria.
Oh. Interesting. Well, thanks, Jeff. Like, don't worry about bothering Master Arcady. I just wanted to, for my own sake, I wanted to see Henry up and about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I stayed here over the break, and I actually didn't see him myself. But it's interesting, isn't it?
Right. It is interesting. Did Henry's parents come by, do you know?
They did. Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate your help. And I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna call sending.
Yeah.
On Henry.
Yeah.
25. Let's do this. I might have to cast it multiple times. Hi, Henry. It's Sonny.
You're a dick.
I know you're probably working through what happened, and I just wanted to say, I'm gonna have to cast it twice. There will be a time in the future, second casting.
I'm going to say this.
Does not go through. Fuck.
Just before you finish your first sending, you feel it clip out. And when you try and cast the second sending, it doesn't land.
I don't know what that means.
I know what that
It
means.
scares me.
He hung up on you.
He doesn't want to hear from me.
No.
Which is worse, because that means he needs to hear what I've got to say even more.
I mean, you roll Arcana.
I might just write a letter.
I was going to say.
I didn't know you could actively opt out.
You can't.
11.
You don't know. There's a possibility that if you press the sending, if you send it, it's like queued until You just don't know.
Maybe they've gone somewhere with their anti-magic.
You could just leave an answering machine message.
Okay. So, I know you're probably working with some stuff, but there'll be some time in the future where you've come to terms with what you did, but you still feel like there's questions. On some level, you're a victim of this too.
How many sendings is this?
This is the second sending. I've got 5 more words.
Okay.
Please reach out.
Bye.
Then, Sunny. And then I'm going to write this in a letter. And it's basically saying, look, I know you've probably come to terms with what you've done, and I'm not meaning to absolve you of any guilt there, but there probably some day in the future where you've come to terms with what happened, and hopefully you're trying to atone for this, but there's going to be an emotion that maybe doesn't sit right. And I think you've been a victim of this on some level. But this may be difficult to come to terms with, and when you do, you probably don't want to say that to anyone because you think they're not going to agree. Please send me a letter. I'll listen. And then just,
that letter, you can give that to Mallory.
Yeah,
and it gets
to Caligula, care of Henry. It's...
Nice.
I think the last bit is just... I don't want to live in... I can't live in a world where I think that nobody is... that no teenager is above rehabilitation. Or like... I need a better word.
Young adult.
But,
we're not teenagers.
No, but like... I can't imagine there a world where in which a 20-year-old is... A 20-year-old is
like,
unabsolvable.
Yeah.
Two very different energies coming from that room right now.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm going to help you, Henry. And
No, it's just
Henry.
someday in the future, he's going to feel lost and he's going to feel like he can't talk to anyone about the fact that he feels like a victim of circumstance.
I get it. I do have a question. Have you had this discussion with
No.
us? No. Okay.
Absolutely not, because he's well aware of how this comes across.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I was just checking.
Look, throughout all privilege, there is still the fact that Sonny was raised in an incredibly loving home, unconditional, and he's very obvious when somebody wasn't, because the loving parents wouldn't have gone, okay, you're going to go to a different school.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
That's not love. That's obligation.
By the time you've done those sendings and you've written that letter, it's lunchtime.
Yeah. There was a hard cut there to the three of us still giggling in that thing. And then Agatha's just like, so Hazes. How, like, okay, hey, like, you and Hazes.
What?
I was just checking, like, you and Hazes, like, you didn't get to spend, like, some, like, the time together, so it's just, how's it going? Like, is it, okay? Are you okay? Like, do you want to talk about it, or? Okay, this might help, because I don't want to force you. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Me and Nefma got matching robes for us and Bing Bong and Hazes, but, like, if it's going to be really awkward, we give it to her if stuff's going on with you.
I had a chat with my dad that didn't go the way that I hoped. I don't feel any differently towards Hazes.
Okay. Oh, your dad doesn't like that you're dating hazes?
That I'm dating.
Oh.
It's not. It's not what we do.
What do you mean? I thought that the Fae are like super sexual.
Yeah. Are you not? I mean, that's incredibly rude of me to...
No,
Shut up, Agatha.
No, it's essentially when you find your person, it's said to be, preordained, to be ordained by the mother, one of our gods, and until that day you can have as much fun as you so wish, but giving yourself to one person is highly auspicious. I'm just trying to I'm trying to live the material girl life, I'm just trying to live in a material world, and it's clashing with the ideals that my family hope for me to have.
Okay.
I don't feel any differently towards her than I have. But I don't know. I just think we might need to have a conversation at some point. Not necessarily a bad conversation either. Just I want to explain. I want to be open.
And that will be a difficult conversation, which is why you've
Look, it might not be. I mean, Jesus has been phenomenal every step of the way.
Yeah, she seems really cool. Like she's really cool. Like, it's not fair kind of thing. Like,
yeah, I know, she's so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we can give her the rope.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
we don't have to. Like, we just didn't want her to feel left out. But I feel like that puts pressure. You guys. I don't.
No, look, no. Look, I don't know. I've got myself in a bit of hot water, and I don't. I'm gonna sort it.
We'll save because we'll give the other one to Bing Bong, right?
Yeah, we'll give Bing Bong hers,
and then we've just got to spare for when somebody becomes our next best friend.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll do that, and just be the three of us.
Open to recruit for a fourth.
Yeah.
I was about to say, if it does go badly and she doesn't enjoy what I have to say, I'd rather not be beaten to a bloody pulp by her whilst wearing the robe that two of my best friends got her and share. If that's okay.
Of course. But we just wanted you to know that, like if she's important to you, then she's important to us.
I appreciate that, and she will too.
Okay, cool.
You guys lose track of time, and by the time you get out of the hole, you've missed lunch.
No.
There's a different group in group.
Yeah. It's the third year's group class, and so you come out and there's a bunch of third years in the room.
We meant to do that. We got you.
The hole opens and one of Horace's moccasins fall out.
So you then race to primary. I mean, you guys tell me if there's I have to. There's the obligatory. Is anybody changing any classes?
Yeah, I think Abathol said Warlock. Let's just do it.
She's gonna become a Warlock fuck girl. Yeah.
She has one holiday.
Woo girl. Goes to the beach once. It becomes a woo girl.
Immediate woo girl.
The only thing Sunny's doing is giving being buying the flip flops, but in like a real like no pressure, like absolutely no pressure. But
he's still on crutches.
but like there's going to be some time in the future where you want to let your feet breathe, or you go to the beach or something. It's just, you know.
Thanks, mate. This really means, you know, that's great. I mean, obviously, I don't know what it's going to feel like having something between my toes, but I don't really know what it feels like to have toes yet. So we'll get there.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
You're strong. That's what
Thank you.
you know. You got strength where it counts.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited for this term. Everything feels like I'm just psyched for this term. You know, I've got a good feeling about it.
No, it's going to be great.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know when you're doing your Golden Griffin Cup? Or are you?
Yeah, we're probably going to do it at the end of, nearer to the end, because if I'm completely honest with you, I don't love like our idea. No, they've got like this.
Ripper dance.
It's like there's a thing in a tomb somewhere, and I'm like, can we just leave it there? It doesn't belong to us. So I'm like, just stop taking.
Also, tomb stuff, like it's so much heavy lifting on the cleric. It's sort of like, we'll be fine, we've got a cleric, and it's like, yeah, no, we're going to another tomb. We're great.
And they're not even thinking about the ethical ramifications. I mean, what are they going to do with this? Like, we'll never win the Golden Griffin Cup, stealing from people's graves. And so I feel like it's just pissing off dead people for absolutely no reason at all.
And then you're going to be the one who has to get rid of the pissed off dead people, and it's like, you know, at what point am I just assaulting people in their like forever home?
Exactly. And then they just kind of go, shut up, Panlar's bitch. And then like, I know, right? And then I'm just like,
okay,
you know, and then you know, I'll hold my hands up. I slapped someone, but I felt like it was from a place of absolute empowerment. And that's different, you know. I took a lot of shit from them last term, and now
you did. Like, I think, you know, sometimes you need to kind of overcorrect to like let the balance itself out and stuff. Like, it will all be fine. Well, all I was going to say is, you know, as and when, if you want me to take notes, you know, I know you and I are pretty like out there when it comes to clerical stuff, but like.
Yeah, I mean, same. And he sort of flicks through his like his notebook, which is a lot of like when you're practicing your signature a lot, but he's doing the symbol of Panlar and like getting it really perfect and trying it with like watercolors and with like felt tips and sketching a picture of your teacher's face and stuff, and then he writes down what his homework is meant to be for the next day. So he's like, I think I could probably do that for you.
But here's the deal, right? It's about vibes and then a to-do list. So if we keep to that, you know, we can kind of catch each other's back.
Right.
Because we're going to go at the end of this month.
Right.
Because it's Agatha's birthday at the end of the month. So,
is it?
Yeah, it is. It's her birthday. And then we're going to go after that. So I might, if that's okay, give you the notebook in order to like, you know, just all I need in that is just like lesson vibes, plus homework. That's all I really need.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Agatha drinks a lot of coffee, right? Seen her drinking coffee a lot.
She does, yeah. She like maybe too much, but like she does drink a lot of coffee.
Okay, yeah. Good to know. All right.
When's
You've
your
been like
birthday,
chatting,
Johnny?
and the class is going. Like the teacher is like trying his best, and you guys are just like talking.
we're at the back. Yeah, cool. But yeah, obviously Sunny's not changing us.
No.
Yeah.
Cultural studies.
Yeah.
You guys go back to the. You go to the theatre like you did in Term 1, everyone in the year, and it's a good moment when you realise you're about half the size. Your first years, there's like half the amount of first years that there was the first time that you all did the test for cultural studies. They're not all dead.
Right. When you say it's a good moment, there's only half of you left. It's like
no.
It's not the fucking Hunger Games.
It's great, really good sort of like personal time with the teachers now. Thank God they've all died.
It's not. what I meant is it's a crystallizing moment when you realize that the amphitheater is just like not as full as it was, and that there are the people who were expelled, there are people who have died, there are people who have couldn't hack it and didn't want to hack it anymore, and a few more have dropped off, haven't come back for term 2. Let's do a quick look-see of what where you are in cultural studies. So roll 3 times, create the average.
Okay.
This was the nightmare that I did before. I'm like locked in now. I'm sorry.
3 times. Take
The new modifier. Thank you so fucking much. Is Agatha +1, Sunny still +2, Hiraeth -3.
Good.
So do you want to know the total numbers, or do you want to know the average? Do you want,
I want you to do the average.
and then add the modifier, or add the modifier before? Or
No,
that-
you
we'll have the same
roll,
effect?
you add the modifier, you do that 3 times, you divide it by 3.
Okay.
Please use your calculator, because I just rewatched us doing this the first time, and man, it was painful.
Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you this for now. Mine's not good. That's bad. I've got mine.
10.
Oh, actually not
Ken?
Wait,
Yeah,
is
not as
that
bad
right?
as I thought.
yeah. What is Hiraeth's?
I got a 6.
6, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sunny?
16,
Oh, my grandmother?
Okay. All right.
I think. It's not a clean division.
Mine's not either. Mine's 31 divided by 3. So.
As in all D&D things, you round down.
So 16.
Ags,
Yeah.
Hiraeth, you stay in bottom set. You stay in 7th set. Agatha, you are now in 6th set.
It went up by 1?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cunting ball bags. Sunny.
That's actually not my character then. That's next campaign, Lydia.
Yeah,
Funny.
spoilers.
You were in 3rd set. You're now in 4th set.
Ooh.
Nevma's in 2nd set. So
Why do I
no
go
one
down?
is sharing cultural studies
Oh,
anymore.
that makes me sad.
Why have I gone down?
Yeah, because because you rolled worse than the last time. That's just that's how numbers work.
Have I not fucking learned anything? Jesus.
No.
It's because you're so hard on vibes. That's why.
No, it's just having a good time.
And your first like cultural studies now is feeling like on the ground colloquialisms and like think like traditions of different areas.
It's a given.
It's a given. But you're having done courtly dances and like basic geography and bowing for nobility, you're getting now more into stuff like if you're in a certain region, you would never do this one thing in a regular person's home. You would never cross the hearth after midnight or something along those lines. You know what I mean?
If you're in the south and you put your fingers in your mouth, it's
And meanwhile, I'm just watching Shrek 2 again.
they got a lot of use out of that
I imagine
VHS.
7th set is just all those people who have diplomatic immunity to a bunch of stuff, so they don't bother learning because like,
Yeah,
who cares?
4 of the 10 people in that set don't speak common.
Yeah.
Don't speak common. There's one person from Dawn Valon. There's one person from the Khotan Empire. You're all not local to the Empire at all. Don't speak the language particularly well. It's rough going. But now Agatha's gone, so you don't have a buddy anymore. Okay, so
I like how Agatha was in that group just because she's poor.
It was Agatha got 0 term modifier before because she's never left Stolaire.
Yeah, I didn't know much.
That was why.
She goes one holiday and gets +1.
She's also studious.
Yes.
In her very nature. Okay, so you've done cultural studies. You go to clubs.
Yes.
Theatre club this term is all about technique. So it is very, instead of just like that thing of like, we'll do a workshop and then we'll rehearse. This is like absolute craft of it, getting into acting exercises, and actually it's really fun because the main push in this term is the script competition. So people will write plays, and whoever wins the play competition gets their play performed next term.
Ooh, that's cool.
And
God, Harith's got to learn how to write.
guy who's sitting next to you is like, I think I'm gonna write something.
Do it.
I think I'm just gonna write something. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know what yet, but it's got to be like, I think last year the play that won was like, it was a big bonanza, and that's very intimidating. But at the same time, I feel like I've got to, my instinct is to just write a 2-hander, but actually I think you've got to write a big play that involves like pyrotechnics and uses magic and stuff like that. So I think maybe more like an ensemble thing, or I don't know. But I think I'm going to try something.
Hey, well, I'm very excited to read it.
Are you going to try it? Are you going to write something? You could write like a Fae play. Like what?
Yeah. I've never really thought about it, but I suppose I could.
What are plays like in the Fae?
I mean, good. What are plays like in the Fae?
Well, the one thing that immediately springs to mind is that the best plays are all done in Dusk Province, and that stuff can change politics. Like it really shifts people's minds and faiths, and it can shake the ground that you're walking on. Like it's so it is the epitome of Fae passion and heart and spirit.
I mean, so I will rescind me saying good. Yeah, I mean, it's possibly one of the most divisive things that you can possibly do is write and perform a play, right? Coups have been performed because of them, but it's not really my province, most come from the Dusk province, which it's just like a wince, yes, which is not my I might try something. I'll give it a go, see how it goes.
Ooh, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how the vibe changed, but it really did.
Completely insular for a minute and just sort of like just sits there and just sort of stares into nothing for a while. But no, you should write something. 100%. Absolutely. Yeah. Go full Gibbon? No, that's not the phrase.
You never go full Gibbon.
Sorry, I'm still in 7th set.
Cool. All right. Well, this was fun. Yeah.
Hey,
I told that Agatha and I told the Tinker the story of how we met and how we and of your uncle, and now I just thought I wanted to tell you that happened, because now a Tinker knows that story, and it felt like exactly the right thing to do in the moment. How
did they take it?
They loved it, and now I can see in the dark. Loved it so much, we were given gifts.
Wow.
So
Well, that's a good thing then.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. Yeah. Well done for doing that. That sounded patronizing. I didn't mean it like that.
No, I didn't take it that way even at all.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. You should. I mean, you should write what you know. Maybe not.
I feel like that would be a step too far. It would be too much for you. It'd be too much for anybody to see the story of your uncle up on stage. That'd be a bit.
That's kind of not what I was saying.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, don't do that. No, I would appreciate it. If,
What were you?
Just it's just something I've heard people say. I don't really know what it means.
Oh, it was just
but,
okay.
But yeah.
I think I can hear a bell in my head. It's I think it's a second year thing. Cool.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Agatha, you are going to San. And I don't know. What you're sort of like getting back into the swing of things, having a look at who's there and what's going on. And
I think there's it's.
What's new?
I know it sounds so weird to be like, what's happened? Like, but it is that kind of like, okay, so what's going on with this person that was happening before? You know, is this person okay now? Like, oh, these people got discharged, great. Like, or, you know, just a bunch of information that is both. Some of it is happy and some of it is probably very sad.
Master Al-Qaedi, like, just sort of pulls you to one side as you are starting those rounds and just says, hello, really, really lovely to see you back, welcome back. I want to have a quick chat with you about FIDA.
Yeah.
FIDA has been having bad days more frequently. And I want you to be aware that this does happen. This is the reality of what happens with residents here. It's a big strain on a person to exist in this way, and their bodies and their souls get worn through from it. She's been very happy of late, you know, very, very happy. And I do put some of that down to your friendship with FIDA and the way that you spend time with her. But, you know, she's 37 years old, but she's lived in this state for a little over 15 years. And that's a very long time to be this way. And I could be wrong. And it could, even if I'm right, it could still be years and years. But I wanted to, you know, when tabards create a personal friendship or relationship with somebody here, I just like to give them a heads up that that is happening, and there is a possibility that she could decline. But it is nobody's fault, and your friendship with her has meant a lot and still does, and please continue doing everything that you're doing.
Okay. So I shouldn't change what I'm doing at all.
No, and she's aware. She knows. You know, she's been here 15 years. She knows that. She's aware that she's having more and more bad days. So you don't need to hide anything from her. It's not a big secret. But yeah, she's having a bad day today as well. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I know that the second term is very busy for first years, and I didn't want it to come as a big shock to you if something happened.
Okay.
You're very good at this, Agatha, but this is the hardest part of it.
Yeah.
Very, very hardest part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard, but
if we could have it any other way, all of us would change it, wouldn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I guess I'll go see her and just act like nothing's different. Yeah.
Just be your usual self.
Okay, I can do that.
And you know, it's tough when you go and see her because it is a day when she can't even really talk. You know, lightning is just like pouring off her, and she's having to use all of her concentration not to constantly take damage from it, and to kind of break things around her. So there's not a lot of conversation to be had, but just sitting with her for half an hour is really nice. And you know, I think it's up to you how you kind of deal with that. I'm gonna kind of, you know, that's not putting the onus on you by any means, but like
yeah, like I think it's one of those things she puts on a brave face on, but it's not until like late in the evening, like when she's like back at the cloister or something. I think it becomes San days. Agatha is really quiet, like that dinner time kind of thing, and like it takes its toll on her in that way. I think.
Yeah. And later, after San, after clubs, you do bump into Kai, who is like, it's crazy. I've got a whole cloister to myself now. It's so empty in there.
Wait, is everyone gone? Like,
yeah, Henry. So here's the tea.
Okay.
Henry doesn't go here anymore. He revived. His parents came in. They like negotiated for a bunch of stuff, and it was really obvious that they tried to get him to come back here, if you can believe it, but actually instead he's now going to the other school that's in Theopatria. But also they tried to bring Moral back, but she didn't come back. Her soul didn't want to come back. So crazy. And then so the Master of Shifting and then a bunch of students who are now kind of really into, you know, this stuff, they're like investigating the origins of the pack and like seeing if there are any other people out there who knew Moral from before and stuff, to try and like, I guess for like the safety of Theopatria, but also to see if anybody wants her remains. And like, you know, it's
wait, so Henry's just going to another school? That's it? That's his punishment? That's...
Well, I think so. I mean, he didn't leave a note, but that was what I was told. His room's cleared out.
But like, what's stopping him from just doing the same thing there? Like,
I mean, that's the thing though, isn't it? Like, he just, when you've got that kind of family, you can just do whatever the fuck you want, I guess.
I think Agatha's like way more upset about this than she thought she would be. Yeah. It's not fair. It's not fair that... yeah.
I know it's not. But what, I don't know, the immediate thing that, and I was thinking a little bit about this on holiday as well, is like, what do I want for him? What if it was up to me, if someone, when, you know, you're in charge of deciding what happens to him, what would I do? And I think considering I still get to go here and I got to have you come here, I'm not gonna, I mean, I know it's not exactly comparable.
It's not the same, like, even a bit.
No, but it's put me in a state of mind of hoping that people can learn like I learned, you know? That's a privilege in itself, the opportunity to start afresh. But I'm still really angry with him, and part of me is hoping that somewhere along the line he has to actually have his day in court. Like maybe he does, we don't know. Like maybe he has to do, can you imagine him doing community service? That is fucking a beautiful thought right there.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah. You know, I just
Oh, you look really sad.
yeah, it's fine. You know, he does that and he gets to go on living his life, whereas other people, you know, they have to spend their life in the sand, and it's just not fair. That I'm not saying that I wish that upon him, it's just holiday was really great, and it's sort of been a like shock to the system.
It's a bump, isn't it? It's comes down in a big old bump. He like pulls you in and you walk together like holding each other kind of, I mean, not like this walking along like crabs, but like he's got his arm around you while you walk.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, I hate to like add bad news, but I'm gonna be gone soon.
Wait, when?
I know. It's in a few days. Bing Bong and Pluto and I are going west for a bit. And you know, we'll be gone between 5-10 days. Maybe, hopefully less, but I don't want to kind of. I thought I could buy us one of the books, or rent at least the books, so that we can write to each other at the very least, and then it saves on like sending, doesn't it?
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Yeah, I'd like that a lot.
But yeah, I mean, this thing has been like coming back and coming back and coming back, but I don't know if you know, but like Bing Bong last year, their Golden Griffin Cup, I wasn't in her cloister, but like their Golden Griffin Cup thing was this like mine in Western Maradia, and that in this mine they like found a bunch of quite feral goblins, and they were being taken advantage of by the mine workers and not paid but made to work every day, and it was really shitty situation. So Bing Bong like rallied her cloister to go and save the feral goblins, and it has, you know, they went again last term. They went because it's just not that simple now. That they went last term and sent an educator to like help these goblins who they just didn't know anything about the world at all because they've been underground their whole lives. And so now they're like a little bit less, they understand about society a little bit more. But we just heard that somebody like bought the mine and is now like trying to do the same thing again, even though the mine doesn't really belong to anyone. It's really complicated, but like what's incredible is that these goblins now understand that they have rights, and they've started attacking the people that go into the mines, which I know doesn't sound great.
Right.
But they know to fight back. They understand that they're not a tool for somebody else. That's incredible. We're really happy for that. And it's not like we're going to go there to protect the miners, because but you know, it's a complicated thing, and we're responsible for it. Well, certainly that cloister is, but the other two don't want anything to do with it. So it's us three. We're going to go and sort of take responsibility for the things that you do. It's all part of it, you know?
Yeah.
Support the unions, kids.
Yeah. That sounds like you're doing good work though.
Yeah.
So it sounds worth it.
But I'm really like, I want to make sure that I'm back for your birthday.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not like
There's going to be a party at the Apony though, right? For sure. I mean, I'm just making an assumption here, but for sure.
I don't know.
What?
I mean, like.
Okay, I'm going to make sure they speak to your parents before we go. And not to go over your head or anything, but, you know.
I mean, like,
But I'm going over your head.
Okay, yeah.
Cut to Sunny and Hariath just going, so, okay, great. So we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. Like, it's going to be a full...
birthday cake mead.
A full weekend thing, right? Yeah.
I was thinking, you don't have to come with me, but I was going to go, and I didn't know if you wanted to come with me, because I've never really been before, but I was thinking of going to worship tonight.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
I feel like I should, like, I don't know, give thanks to Panlar in some way, or, like, I don't really...
Yeah, I've never prayed to Panlar, but I definitely have some thanks to give to herself. So let's do that. That's what a lovely thing to do with our afternoon. Sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you go. Worship is pretty fucking wild. It's
Just see Sunny from the other side of the room.
I'll get there.
I get the feeling that it's like pitch perfect sort of song battles type thing.
Yeah. It's absolute chaos because it's the chapel has that like flower shape at the end, and each little alcove has a different shrine, and you have, you know, Lady Thorn that can get quite raucous because it's people singing and giving praise, and then there's other quieter, there's like Dahan, who is the elven god of knowledge, which is usually who is actually Kai's sort of main god, and they are always like librarians going shh. We're trying to read. You have just a very like stark vibe difference. But, you know, people casting silence on certain other people, and it's for the most part, it often feels like a party. Of like, have you ever walked through like Selfridge's floor where there's music coming from like different places?
Oh God, yeah, I hate that.
There's like chanting and psalms and really joyful hymns and a fucking rap coming from over there. And
the girl from Joe Malone is spritzing you as you're going to pray.
Yeah. Oh, this is not the vibe I was thinking. I think they do like a walk in and like they're there for like a minute, and then Agatha's like, you know, I'll get you later. This is actually way too much. This place is open all the time. I'm going to come back when it's quieter.
Cool. All right. Well, what would other, because what we're going to do now, I feel, is slip into a little bit of downtime, and that will be also next week. Downtime. So I want you to, what is everybody else doing with the beginning of term?
I've got one thing that I think that cowardly as it is, I don't think Hariath has broached the subject with Hazes just yet. I think he's still enjoying like just being with her, and hasn't quite sort of figured out the right way to bring it up, kind of thing.
Yeah. She bought you a Grand Pie Lee cup.
That's incredible, and I give her the leaf of the Dawn Maple from yeah.
She holds it in her hand, and you speak Sylvan together.
Yeah. And I think a lot of like speaking practically, because I think that's where Hariath's head is at the moment. It's kind of going, shit, okay, I have to have this conversation, and I can't quite right now. So I've got to like busy myself in other areas. I think he starts to sort of try to work on like upgrading his glaive. He has been working on kind of create bonfire as like a cantrip, and has been sort of looking to try and somehow imbue it into the glaive, and can't quite get it.
Give us an
So,
initial Arcana check. It won't. There's no way that you could do it right off the bat, but it will
Of
look
course.
more into it in downtime. But just off the bat, let's see how you fare.
Well, it's a hot plus 0 to the roll. 7.
Okay. Yeah,
It's-
you.
It's a
feel-
start.
Yeah, you feel immediately quite lost with it, but you're fairly certain. Where are you practicing this?
I think just one day in the fighting ring, in the sort of practice sort of courtyard. He's just sort of sat cross-legged with I'm not going to say that bit actually. With the sorry, with the glaive in his hands, and just kind of like casting, and just burning himself quite badly. Most times he tries to.
Sunny, with monastic, you're not. You're not. Yeah, I was. It was a bit of a stretch, but I feel like you
I
don't
think that-
in extra hours monastic, do you?
I really don't. Like, Sonny is... Any opportunity he's got to go and do mountain racing,
Yeah,
that's
this man
what he
over.
does.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he's not a fighter,
No.
he's a lover.
Cool.
Play lover.
Two other things. One is sort of like a throwaway thing. The other is, I wonder, Lydia. I wonder, do I know the High Lord of or not the High Lord, the Lord's, no, the Pater of Dusk Province well enough? Do I know their name? Do I know? Have I seen them in like courtly kind of
Yeah.
affairs and things?
Absolutely, yeah. You've had polite conversation with them at usually when it's the turning of the season, and all courts like go to the court that it's turning to. So you've met them on a number of different occasions, but you're not as close with them. You know their sons better.
Cool.
I'm just getting the names for you.
It's okay. I think I've done what Harath has done over this little bit of time, which is thought about it a bit more, thought about the sons, and kind of went, I think I'm gonna shelf that particular idea for now. But
Shelf is getting stacked.
the shelf is getting stacked. The other thing, which is just a throwaway thing, you over the next couple of days, like you realize that during meal times, Harath kind of takes a few bits and pieces, sort of stays, like puts them on a plate, stays long enough to have a little chat, and then takes the plate away, off up into elsewhere.
What is this?
Yeah,
Once he's like walked away,
Yeah.
Neville like turns back. What is this? Should we follow him? Shall I follow him? See what he's doing?
I
It's all
feel
for
like
him.
that is an invasion of his privacy.
Fuck privacy. Taking food, eating secretly.
Yeah, he should do it though, right?
Or we
Or
could
no,
just
I mean-
ask.
Oh, yeah.
We can catch up with him. Let's do the asking first, and then
Yeah.
I'll sneak
Why
afterwards.
don't you sneak? Sunny can ask, and then if he doesn't give Sunny the answer, then you're still sneaking.
Okay, that's the
This is why I'm the brains.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
Right.
Sonny.
Ryan,
Yep.
where are you going?
Oh, I've just got business.
What business?
Just Faye business.
I don't believe
Catch you
you.
in a bit.
Nope. Right, where you going?
He's
What's
definitely
going on?
rubbing food on his genitals. There's
He's
no
gone.
two fucking ways about it.
Alright, what are you doing? Why are you taking food away?
He's
the food
gone.
that you don't like eating? I'm following you. In fact,
We're all just following, like.
You're trying to speed walk away, and they're just like after you down.
I've got a plate of food to carry, and I've got spells for days, mate. We can.
You know, I've got
You
things
don't
to do
even
and people
eat
to
this
see.
food. Where are you going with it?
I'm just taking the food.
Where? The cageier you are about it, mate, the more you want to know.
Yeah.
Unless, one second, do we actually not need to know? Like, is it like serious or like?
Okay, it's not a sex thing.
I didn't say it was a
It's
sex
just-
thing. I was just
Oh.
giving you a moment to respect your privacy, but now I think that you're just being weird.
Okay, fine. Follow me. I take you all into like one of the sort of like
Oh, he's got a
one of the
dog.
classrooms, and just put it down on the table. And I put the hood of my of my sort of jacket up, and start eating, and then and then turn around and just go, "Ah!" And I've got the face of a pig.
I've fucking forgotten what the item was.
Urias, what is happening?
What's going on?
Urias,
Are you
It's-
aware, pig?
are you aware?
It makes the food taste better.
Sorry?
It's a mask. It's a mask, okay? It's a mask. It makes the food taste better, and I can't be seen eating like this with a mask on, okay?
I think
Okay.
Nevma got such a fright when you turned around, she just slapped you out of instinct.
The mask sort of just like rolls off onto the floor. It just makes the food taste better, and
You're like
I
slippery
like it.
sausage now.
It tastes good. I'm slippery sausage. Are you happy now?
Wait, Horion.
Yeah.
If you had just said this, we all could have just had a picnic. We could have
Yeah.
grabbed our food and come and eaten with you.
I don't. That's very kind. I don't want you to watch me eat with a pig mask on.
If I put the mask on, do I get to taste what Fey food tastes like?
Ooh. I don't know. Try it.
Try it.
She puts on this like
Right.
He's
like,
got a snout.
It's like a Batman if he was a pig.
It's the worst Batman mask. Yeah.
She picks up like a bread roll and starts eating it, and she goes, "Oh, does Fey
Right.
food
And-
taste like spinal fluid?"
Oh no. Well,
It's like the
it
bread
might
just
do. I've never
turns to
tried.
like jelly
it
in
tastes
my
like
mouth.
what you want it to taste like, right? And
Alright.
Have a,
Yeah,
have a try.
I've heard. Give it a go.
Go on.
yeah,
Right. Mango.
it's, pick up a
That's what
vegetable
I
and
look
put it
like.
in my mouth.
It tastes exactly
It tastes
like
like a
what you
vegetable.
want it to taste like.
Yeah, which is the vegetable I put in my mouth. These vegetables, I mean, most vegetables taste really good. So like,
Agatha,
Yeah, right?
What's your favorite food? When you put this bread roll in your mouth, what does it taste like?
trace of sausage rolls.
Tastes like bread roll, mate.
No, it's warm. Her mum's freshly made sausage rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did it just like not work for me, or
Incredible.
like?
No, I think it's just whatever
Well, no, it's
you want.
it shows what's truly in your heart.
My heart is full of spinal fluid.
Mine is full of sausage rolls.
And I got
Mine is full.
vegetables.
Gareth, I'm really pleased that you've got this because you lost a lot of weight last term.
Look, I got gifts for you, and I also got gifts for me, and that's one of them. And I don't know why I've gone full New York for a second.
What if we all got fake pig masks and then we all ate in the cafeteria and try and made it like a thing?
God, start a trend.
I mean, that's a gang.
No, right. Right, you missed all this.
Be little piggies. I can't say that.
I got caught up. I got caught up in the.
Yeah.
Also, side note, that gift I got you contains a fairy. That's the bit where I was like, oh, if anyone should have it, you should have it.
Yeah.
But we can just go for picnics, you know, right?
I mean, look, we absolutely could, but I don't want to disregard the fact that we could be a gang called the Truffle Hunters
Yes.
or the Huffletrunters, just for fun.
That's fun. I like that.
Have you guys forgotten about?
No. Oh no, but that's like.
No, but that's
not a gang.
That's like a
So you're in a
club.
You're
It's
in
just
a cloister.
a group of people who are
You're-
secretly a part of a secret organization. That's not a gang.
Yeah.
A gang is the slippery sausages.
The slippery sausages.
Okay.
I don't know. We can work on
We
that.
can work on this. Anyway, all right. If you want us to eat with you, we can come eat with you. If you just want to keep like doing this, that is also fine. We will 100% cover for you. Like whatever you want. Like we'll help out.
I mean, look, does it like fill your heart with disgust to see me eating through the face of a pig?
No.
Okay, great. Well, we can picnic.
It matches your hair too.
Did you hear it? Did you hear what I said?
It did.
Yeah. I
Picnic.
liked it. It was good. It was
It
good.
did.
Yeah.
Pig,
Yeah.
because it's a pig mask.
Yeah, we got it.
Hey, what do you call what happens when?
Everyone
Hey,
wait.
so
Let him
I've been
figure
working
out.
on it. I've been working on it. What happens when a sandstorm hits when we go into the Blood in the Sands, huh?
I don't know.
Gets intense.
Things get intense.
I love it. Great.
When you went to the Fae Fair, did you bargain away your sense of humour?
No, this is about.
Yeah.
No, it's different culturally. Like it's just different culturally. I appreciate the effort. Like they're good, solid jokes. You know, they've got like a good grounding in wordplay. You know, they're so timing. You know.
I'm working on a new routine. That's all.
Okay.
Incredible.
Type 5.
Super.
Sorry, I feel like I derailed the whole
No. That was
the whole thing for a bit.
There's no rails to derail from. Now, with that said, end of first day. Yes.
I'm sorry. Is this downtime day, or like
end of like just this day.
End of the first day,
Okay.
because we're still sort of somewhat.
We'll do downtime this week.
Yeah. We'll move into downtime. I just wanted to make sure that I was giving everyone like their chance to like do the things they wanted to do, getting back into school right away. And I think with the time being what it is, we'll do all of downtime next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want my list of downtime? So you can
I
check?
sure do, babe. Tell me.
I've just read it. So, one of the early things I think she'll do is Agatha will probably go visit her family to give them their gifts, and I think she's gonna take Kai with her, like rip that band-aid off. Then I feel like Nevma and Agatha have been discussing the idea of like a girls' sleepover with Bing Bong, and it was like Haze's as well, but it's like maybe we'll just do it like just the three of us, just because sometimes Bing Bong feels like she's left out and they don't want her to feel left out, so
Yeah.
there's that. There's the
You know that Bing Bong's leaving in a few days as well. So.
yeah, so that'll be a thing. And then it's just things like learning tiny hut, studying navigation via stars, or like to an extent studying them, and spending as much time as she can with Kai before he goes. That's fine. That's the downtime I've got now. I'm sure I'll come in next week with a whole bunch of stuff. A
A whole caboodle.
whole caboodle. Also going over spells with Nevma. I don't know if I said that.
Cool. Oh, I know what I meant to ask you. I'm hoping that you have an up-to-date version of what patch you're currently making. We can do that next time.
We could do it next time because I made one for Kai and then I made dancing lights for Hiriath and it wasn't very good. And then I would have been working on one over the holidays. I hadn't decided what it would be. Let me think about it and I'll let you know.
Okay, we'll do that, including the rolls next time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Nice. All right.
That's
Well, we'll pick this up next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT, same time. And for those YouTube folks, it'll be Saturday. Same time next week. Same time next week. That's the joy of on demand. You can listen to it, watch it, experience it whenever you want. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you very much, Rudy,
Thank you.
for resubscribing. It's 32 months, guys. We're very nearly at 3 years, which is scary. It's Goblin Week this week.
Dublin.
It's Goblin Week.
Goblin.
In honour of Goblin Week, I would like to remind you that I have some mini / one-page TTRPGs available on itch.io/Nicky Allison, including You Are 100 Goblins, Now Go and Save the World, and the critically acclaimed Scramble Wizards, which had the world's cutest fucking review of
Incredible.
someone with their wife and their 7-year-old child went camping and played Scramble Wizards around a campfire and have continued to play the game with Jimmy the Raccoon and it's just fucking like blown my mind. They're available online and you know you can go and buy them. Some of the heroes on Sundays and
Not this Sunday though.
Not this Sunday because they're going to be out. So if you're Norwich, part of the LGBTQIA or questioning or whatever, and you want a place that isn't alcohol and dancing and that kind of vibe, and you want something a bit calmer, there's some spoken word poetry and
Check
coffee.
Out their socials.
Yeah,
I think they're
out. Also, our friend and DM of some of the heroes, Chris, has commissions open at the moment. I also believe Charlie has a couple as well. So, Chris Metham, who's in the chat, find them on the tweeters. They're really wonderful people. Go and say hi. Tom's back, everyone.
Tom's back!
And we will see you next week.
Yeah!
Love.
Bye.